Yes, the cat had to sit in the middle of, have a bath in the middle of the road. Why did you have to get in the middle of the road, you daft kid? Get out there. Everyone, Ray the Dashing Womble here. Oh wow, it's later than I thought. Anyway, hope everyone had a great Tuesday. Double check, yeah, it was Tuesday yesterday. Days run into one another. I forget what day I'm at. But yeah, it was a. Hopefully everyone, all the dashers out there that did work on the Tuesday actually made some money. You're never really sure about Tuesday. Monday, Tuesday and Wednesdays are normally, they go either way. And yesterday, Monday wasn't so brilliant, but I managed to just squeeze by and doing okay. I didn't work a lot of hours, but anyway, I did get some in, and yeah, did all right. But that was Monday rather. Tuesday, oh gee, Tuesday. Why did I do that to myself? Anyhow, at dinner over at IHOP and left there got started about 6 o'clock, and sat around for a little bit. I've got the air conditioning running. It's like 64 degrees or something here. For some reason or other I felt warm. And it is 1:45 in the morning, Wednesday morning. Anyway, did several pizzas last night. Tuesday night, yeah, did several pizzas. First offer was from Pizza Hut, and did that one. Did a excuse me, what did I do? Did a Grubhub at some stage as well, maybe two. Anyway, did Grubhub, at least one of those, and that was paying pretty well. I think that was the longboards? I think that was the longboards one that I was picking up. So that was good. But it was pretty slow. I mean, we went over and sat at the Mint several times. I got an offer. Didn't get anything from there, but watched several drivers go in there. Where they come from, I don't know. But anyway, and there was a few times that we were actually off of DoorDash because it wouldn't let us stay on for too long. I mean, it wouldn't even give you an hour on, and you couldn't extend it. Like, what's going on? And anyway, I scheduled some time to be on. That's the GPS yet again, Garmin. Anyway, scheduled some time. I've been through the week as much as I can go ahead, I think up until Friday. So I scheduled the times to be on. Just got to remember what times those are, so I better look at that. But no, it's Tuesdays. Like I said, they can go any either way, and yeah, it was not good, but we did okay. I was pretty picky as usual, but did get some good orders when they actually came through. There was one that I took. We've been done a delivery down to Raintree Lake near Greenwood there, and then an offer came through, and it was like $6.50 from Pizza Hut down there, and it was just taking it a couple of miles. So I went, sod it, I'll do that while we're down here then. So I did that, and but the only thing on that one, and it was really ridiculous. I wish DoorDash would bloody well figure this out. It says hand to customer, and then right underneath there's a note with, I don't know what, some gibberish or whatever on it, but it says contactless. Oh, for crying out loud. Well, as many of us know, once you get that hand to me on there, the system doesn't want you to take a picture. There's no need, because you've handed it to the customer, supposedly. But when they turn around and say that they want it contactless, you just want it left at your door or whatever. So I had to text the customer. I said, the system's a bit crazy tonight. Can you tell me whether you want the food left at your door, or would you want it handed to you? And, well, I didn't say whether you want it handed to you. Do you want it left at the door? And they went, yes. Alright, so I got up there, and, I'll say that's two, actually. But anyway, got up there, and I took a picture with my phone, with my camera phone, and because I wasn't going to leave it there. I always get a bit wary of that, because if it says hand to me, and then they put underneath that is contactless, or leave at the door, it's like you haven't got any proof that you left it. So I'll definitely, always take a bloody picture. So I always take a picture, just in case. Will something ever happen? Who knows? But I want the flipping proof that I left it. I mean, DoorDash should see that that's where you've been anyway. I mean, they track where you're going. They know where you're at, so they should be able to figure out that you actually stopped at that address anyway. Anyway, but I left it there, took the picture, and went back up to the main town. But no, did longboards at one stage. That might have been the one that took me out there, and that was the Grubhub one. I did Hawaiian Brothers. I like that they're sealing the bags. That part I like. It's a pain in the rear end how they're sealing the bags now. They got it that when they come in, where the handles of the bags, they just stick this great big sticker over the handles. So you can't really, if you've got drinks, for example, you can't really hold this flipping bag properly and hold drinks as well. Yeah, I mean, I could have it in the hot bag too, but it's still flipping awkward manoeuvre about. I really wish they'd work themselves out, because I mean, how it was flipping, how they used to do it was a whole lot better than what they do now. It's just bloody awkward, because if they seal it on the top and it seals the handles down, and there's a couple of those like food trays that they got in there, those, not styrofoam, is it, those plastic food trays, you just can't get a grip of that. Like, if you're at, like, for the most part, we'll go to the window late at night now. I won't bother to go inside or anything, because there's there's no one on the curbside thing, so I'd just go through the drive-through, because the one near us in Lee's Summit, there's hardly anyone there most of the time, so you just go through the drive-through. Ouch. But and then they hand it out the window, and it's a bit of an awkward one to try and grip a hold of. I mean, once it's in the bag, it's okay, but if you take the bag and drinks and whatever else that you got to take up there, it becomes a pain in the rear end. I've been drinking a lot of water lately. But yeah, I mean, I don't know where I ended up on the money side of it. I kind of lost track of it in a minute. I did hum and ah whether I was going to go to work in Blue Springs, but I kept looking back, clicking to the home page and seeing if I could see what it was like in that area. But you do it once and you can't do it again. It won't show you, which is a pain, because then you'd be able to figure out whether you can just say, well, ditch Lee's Summit, I'll go to Blue Springs instead. So I couldn't do that. But anyway, and I didn't want to just end in Lee's Summit and then take a gamble whether I could go vipping do Blue Springs, because sometimes they're both vipping grey, and some of the other areas around us are grey, so I'd rather just sit and wait. If I'm on Lee's Summit, just wait for it to pick up. Don't know what happened in Lee's Summit yesterday, but there was an awful lot of emergency equipment vipping flying down 291 for some reason, about 9 o'clock or something like that. Awful lot of it. The Mint, we was parked outside the Mint several times during the evening, and they didn't seem to be doing all that well. There was a few drivers and that going in and out of there. Where they were getting to work, I don't know, but maybe because my acceptance rate is so bloody low that maybe they're just not giving it to us. Don't know. But if they give halfway decent vipping work, then I wouldn't have to kick it to the bloody curb. Just say decline, decline, decline. Because there's no way I'm taking these offers for $250. Yeah, bike, I'm not taking that. It costs money to run the van, and bloody hell, this oh, here it goes, a bit better, isn't it? Anyway, you just can't flipping run on flipping $250. Plus petrol's up to $3.39. Get a little bit of a discount on that, but all helps. But it was, my wife said to me, "Why, if you needed fuel, then why didn't you go to the garage down the road from us?" Because I didn't think about it then, and I had half a tank or so. Thought that was enough. But anyway, came to the end of the night, and I'd driven around and put some fuel in the van. I don't know, $25 or so. Just decided just to top it up a little bit. And I said, you know what, I'm just gonna head home. Head over to Woods Chapel, and then I'll turn the vipping thing off and just see how it is in Blue Springs, and decide whether I want to go there. Well, it didn't work out. And I said, that's right. Before I could do it, I got kicked off of DoorDash because the time had ended, and it hadn't give me the option to extend it. Okay, so it kicked us off. Okay. Well, I was heading home anyway. Blue Springs was grey, so I went, okay. But I was still in the Lee's Summit zone, so I was heading to the next zone. And I said to my missus, I bet as soon as I flipping cross cross that bloody border out of Lee Summit, that Lee Summit thing is going to light up and say that it's very busy. Bloody hell, I wasn't wrong. It did. It said it was very busy. It was ready as you could get it. And it had $1 peak pay on it. So I went, oh crap, do I really want to flip it up? I know this is flipping DoorDash pissing about. Alright, I'll put it on. So I put it on, and then I just went down and got into the zone again. Weren't too far off out of it. And an offer comes in, and it's for Whataburger. Okay. I do not like going to that Whataburger. I don't like their flipping burgers. I'm not too keen on their burgers. I don't hate them, but it's just, I don't see what all the hype is about. Just overpriced flipping burger, that's all it is. And I've been to this Whataburger before, and it was sometime last year, and I swore blind that I would never go back there again. But I was waiting in the lobby with another driver that said that he hated going there, yet he was stood in there waiting on his own food to take home. Anyway, so I thought it was paying $10 and it was going, I think it was like 6 miles. 5.5, 6 miles. I mean, you know what? It's late at night. I'll take it. I'll go through the drive-through if that's how they say it to do it. It did. So funny noise. Anyway, so I went, okay, I'll do it. So I looked on the instructions, like, when I get there, bearing in mind I've only been there once, and that was once too often. So, went, yeah, I'll do that. Okay, so I get in there, I look at the instructions, I went, if the lobby is closed, then go through the drive-through. Yep, lobby looks to be closed, all right. I go in the drive-through, gets up to the speaker, and there's this car in front of me, and there's 2 lanes going in there. And the last time I went to the Whataburger the first time I ever went to a Whataburger was in Independence. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning, and it had 2 lanes on it, and one was near the window and one was in the outside lane. And they already knew what I'd ordered, obviously, but they came out, got the money, and handed you the food. I took the money and went in, and then came back out with a food driver. Okay, right done. Was there a little bit, but it wasn't that bad. So today, this is what I'm expecting to do. I'm at a different one. I'm at the Lee Summit one. Last time I was in Independence when I'd done that. And anyhow, the car in front of me, she says to me, follow the car in front of you. Well, the car in front of me is, well, there's a lane there that's next to the window, and there's another lane here that I thought that we would all match up, be all alongside of each other like we did in the first time round. Nope. Car in front, I don't know whether they're doing it wrong or what, but like a wally, I follows it. And they've turned into the other lane to be next to the window. Like, I don't know what you do at Whataburger. Why is there so many people here at this bloody place? Well, I know why there were so many bloody people there at that time. The word fast food, fast. It's not for flipping quickness, it's because you've got to fast before you bloody well get there to get it. I mean, it was absolutely bloody ridiculous. The woman says to me, you know, just follow the car. We'll get someone to come out and bring it out to you. Oh, bollocks, you will. It's just taking ripping so long in this line. So long. It was absolutely bloody ridiculous. I marked it down, long drive-through. Busy drive-through. I then get a hold of support. This is ridiculously long. I'll hang on and do it, pick up the order for sure, but I don't want to get a contract violation. This is not down to me, I'm here. Then I sent a message to the customer that said, you know, this lot are ridiculously slow, but I'll be with you as soon as I can. And it was a hand to him. Oh, it was a hand to him. I was over half hour late on that delivery because I sat in that bloody line all that time. When I got to the bloke's house, well, first of all, we get there and they say they didn't remember that it was DoorDash. Then they're in the back going, oh, this one's for this one. You could hear them in the back. It's like, you knew where I was in the line because I spoke to you on the bloody speaker box thing. Why is this flipping such a shock that all of a sudden the DoorDash driver is here that you heard on the bloody on the speaker thing? They're in there bloody chatting. You'd hear them just chatting amongst each other. Just get the bloody thing done because there's a whole row of flipping cars. I'm looking in my mirror, all I can see is flipping a line of cars. And that line was growing. Then they says to me, oh, okay, well, here's the drink. We'll give you that. Can you park down a little bit and we'll bring the food out to you? Bring the food out to me? You should have had the bloody stuff ready. Ready to go. Oh, my word. What a burger. What a bloody mess is what it is. What an absolute... You know, I understand that these restaurants are finding it hard to get people to work there. But do employ someone with some common sense and some motivation behind them too. I understand it's like late at night. I understand that you're probably pissed off listening to people that are probably be moaning. But given what we had to go through to get there, I wanted to unassign it, but I was blocked in. These restaurants need to understand. You're fast food. You're not expected to be good food. You just expect it to be bloody, somewhat edible. Fill someone's belly and move on. I mean, yeah, we might be being sick later after it. But, you know, you just bloody take your chances. But it's, absolutely ridiculous. I did go to, they made, half an hour I was in that line. 35 minutes I was in that line. For a $10 flipping delivery. It was not worth it. Granted, there wasn't a heck of a lot else going on, all I know of. It's down the road from the police station. I bet they got a notice in their station. Don't go to Whataburger if you expect to get served quick, because you ain't gonna. It's absolute I don't understand why they brought this bloody chain here. Ain't that brilliant? Ain't that brilliant? The service is appears to be, well, I'm not going to blah, blah, blah. The service at that one, from the times that I've been to it, not been great at all. Heard from other drivers, not happy. So I won't be going here again. I've been figured that it was late at night, there wouldn't be anyone in there, shouldn't be too much of a problem. I'll get in, get it done, get it over with, get it on its way. By the time I got it to the bloke, I texted the bloke who said, hand it to me. I thought, this bloke's going to be in bed by the time we get there. Anyway, gets up on his drive. I'd sent him a text saying, this light is ridiculously slow, but I'll be with you as soon as I can. Didn't hear back from him. But anyway, gets up to his address, pulls up in his driveway, and I hear him come out, and then I see him by the garage door and it. When I finally flipping go over and get the food out and go over and give it to him, he's half asleep. The geezer's flipping falling asleep, flipping waiting for this bloody food to arrive. I think DoorDash had got to get off of that one. DoorDash had just got to kick flipping Whataburger to the curb because they're bloody useless. However, we went to the one for ourselves in Blue Springs last week or over the weekend, and when we were dashing out there, said, you know what, because I'd gone to flipping McShite, which I'm not a fan of, but you know, it was late at night. I'd gone through their drive-through and they were doing their usual flipping morning scam where they're just doing it every morning, where they just take cash. That's all they do, is just take cash. They say that the machines are working fine, but it's just they just do it every morning, it's cash only. It was like a bloody scam to me. Anyway, so I went, no, I'll go find something else, thank you very much. And I don't want to be party to any of that nonsense. So then I go and end up over at Whataburger. I'm looking on their menu. The menu online is, well, don't help that well. And so I go through the drive-through, decide what I want from there. What sort of combination of it, rather. And then I get up to the window, and the bloke was real flipping, you know, he was on the ball. Even though I weren't keen on the food, to say the least, but anyway, but he was on the ball, real helpful and all that. That was a good experience as regards being served in that there. It's like chalk and cheese flipping, comparing it, to Lee Summit. But anyway, so what a mess is what I'm flipping renaming Whataburger. Certainly the one in bloody Lee Summit, that's for sure. And again, I mean, I understand that maybe they don't want to work the night shift, but bloody hell, we're all out here working a bloody night shift. People have probably come off the night shift, off of work, or get something to eat before they bloody go to work. Either way, if we're all out here late at night, can you just get the food done and not keep us bloody waiting? Stop bloody flipping chatting in there and bloody get on. Light a fire under your ass and bloody go sit on. No, don't go sit on the grill. But go sit near the grill and flipping light a fire under your flipping bottom and let's flipping get moving. It's just, stop with the chat. Stop it being so bloody slow. I'm just so sick of it. I implore these people that just don't have any bloody motivation. There's a whole row of flipping cars that are reliant on you. I don't know how many of those are DoorDashers or Ubers or, well, it wouldn't have been Grubhub. But any of those are flipping delivery companies or what? It's the same with bloody Taco Bell too. Taco Bell on Chipman Road. Why? And then the other flipping one is Jackass in the box over in flipping Independence. That's an absolute piss take over there. Oh, good grief. If you want to flipping kill a few hours in the night, flipping go to Jack in the Box. And by the sounds of it, bloody Whataburger too. If you see the line flipping stretching around the building on Whataburger at flipping 1 o'clock in the morning or midnight, go find something else. Or if you're a DoorDash driver that you're thinking you're going to get your food quick, I'll sign it. Because you ain't. Anyhow, I did put up a video yesterday afternoon. Well, I was hoping it would be a lot earlier than the time it did go up. But anyway, it was a ride along in the country, my route home from work, and albeit most of it's dark, mostly dark like it was on the way home tonight. But it's a nice drive through there. It was a lovely flipping day as well, not a cloud in the sky then. And just thought I'd just do that. I've been thinking about doing it. But it's and I was trying to stay in a positive way, but unfortunately it didn't last very long. Didn't last long. Oh no. But Monday, I took a fellow dasher out to, I don't know if I mentioned it, but anyway, took a fellow dasher to the car rental place. His car needed some repairs, so I took him to the car rental place. There was an issue there, so he had to go again today. Anyway, when I went to pick him up to take him to work yesterday, because he does a full-time job too. Anyhow, I went over to his residence and was waiting outside there, and then his little black cat ripping came and sat in the driveway right in front of me. Like, really? I love seeing the cats, but these little crazy little things decided to have a bath in the front, right in front of me. Oh, yeah. So anyway, Jeremy comes out of his place, and I said, kitty cat won't flip him, don't want to move by the looks of it. So I sort of crawls up there, because I don't want to scare it. I don't want it to run into the main road that's just a few hundred yards away. I don't want that to happen. I'd hate for that to happen. So Jeremy gets out and claps his hands and moves the cat along, because he likes animals too. So, and then last night when we dropped him home, we picked him up from work and took him home, and there was this black and white cat there. He says it's always that's how it normally happens. He says when he leaves to go to work, the black cat's there. He said when he comes home, the black and white cat's there. So Tuesday morning, I go out to his place to pick him up, take him to the car place, rental place, and he says, "Oh, he's going to be a few minutes late coming down." I went, "No problem." I said, "I've got a video to edit and something else." I said, "Plus I'll go flipping and find the cat and play with the cat." Cat must have flipping known I was coming, because it hid. I don't know where it went. Anyway, so yeah, after visiting Whataburger, I was definitely not so positive. The sitting around for a lot of the night, a lot of the evening, waiting on work, I somewhat had in my mind that got an idea that Tuesdays ain't all that brilliant most of the time. So I somewhat accepted that was how that was going to go, but But I question myself whether I should have took Whataburger, and I won't be doing that again. Will not be doing that again. What a mess. That's the title of the video. What a mess. Seems like finding people who actually do anything at work in these companies is hard work. It's hard work to so they get what they can get. And what they get isn't always that brilliant. But I will say the bloke in Blue Springs one, he was real good. He was really good. That was for sure. Very personable. I wish I'd known asked his name. Maybe he told me. Don't know if it was 8 in the morning or early in the morning, whichever you want to call it. But yeah, he was good. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, anyway, hopefully the rest of the week's going to be a heck of a lot better. But am I planning to go out earlier today? I did switch on Walmart Spark today, last night. I was watching those come in. So I'm getting closer to actually working with that one. Nothing came through on the proxy pics. So there was no photography work to do, unfortunately. But anyway. Like I said, my planning on going out to work early never seems to materialise. So when it happens, it'll happen. That seems to be how it's going to go. Anyway, I think I better get in. So if you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up if you would. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do that. Apparently it all helps the algorithms on YouTube. And hit the bell icon so that lets you know when there's a new video coming out. Or hit the airwaves. Anyway, thanks for watching. Cheers. Ta-da. In the middle of the road.